We are getting prepared to go live. Better mute this button here quick. Otherwise,
that's right.
Yeah, that's what's going on every single time. Hey, everybody, we're live. What's up? When you know how we do those roundtable Zooms for every now and then?
Yeah.
And somebody's like, oh, there's an echo in the background. Well, what's going on are people are bringing up the Facebook tab and they're not putting it on mute. So we're getting that echo, that half a second later echo. Actually, it's more like a couple seconds later.
Yes.
It's kind of weird, but hello, everybody. Thank you for joining us tonight on Grit and Grace TV. I am one half of your dynamic duo. I'm the guy with the ugly curly hair, and next to me is the beautiful curly haired lady, Lynn Burnett.
We'd have really curly haired kids.
Oh my God. Could you imagine oh my God, the hair. They could do the full Afro puff.
Totally.
That would be awesome.
Totally. Yeah.
Amazing. So Alfredo joined us tonight. Thank you very much, Alfredo. TJ Basham, thank you for being in the audience tonight. And please, guys, share this out. Wedley, appreciate you showing up. Oh my Lord. Adnan, thank you. Hi. Thank you for showing up tonight. Like I said, please share this out. We love it when more people that we have never met before come on the show because we get to meet new people, and we love meeting new people.
Are you having tongue problems tonight?
I think so. I think what happened is last Monday we talked about certain things. We had a great conversation about, sex, all those questions that people have about sex. And my tongue got confused. I think it got confused because it thought it was actually going to be used for something other than talking about sex. Unfortunately, that was a no. But I think tonight it will eventually at some point calm back down.
That's good. Awesome. Cool. Fantastic. Okay, I got my notes, man.
What are you talking about, Alfredo? We're interacting with you right now. I said hello to everybody. What's up, Kiki? How you doing?
We have to talk at some point. We can't just say hi to everybody. It will annoy other people.
Yeah, well, mostly the radio people. I think that radio people feel left out if we're only talking to the Facebook folks and we never say anything to them. So
That's right. Because we are broadcast every Monday night at milehighradio.com. So be sure to check us out there too if you miss us and just want a little bit more of us.
Or a whole lot more. There's a whole lot going on.
We're everywhere.
Radio. We've got some amazing shows going on over there. I mean, amazing shows. I mean, Deb's show, holy smokes. I've been listening to that.
Oh, have you? Yeah. The Business Power Hour. Great show. She's awesome.
I want to get on her show, to be honest with you. That is one of the shows in 2018. That is one of my goals, is to be on with Deb.
Yeah, she's awesome. She's a fantastic lady. And tonight at about 45 minutes, episode 2 of Tangent City, the new audio drama is on again. So if you missed it Sunday night, you can catch the replay tonight. It will replay again Friday night, midnight Eastern. So be sure to check that out because it's pretty freaking awesome. And the two of us were in it. Okay. So you're going to have to go and listen.
And for all you metalheads out there, guess who's on right now? Actually, I think it's right now, isn't it? Isn't Metal Thunder Radio one of our new shows? Oh, let's see. Oh, no, it's Freudian Slip right now. It looks like.
So if you're a Pink Floyd fan.
Yeah, Pink Floyd fans, get on over there. Check that out.
We will forgive you. Yes. Anyway.
I'll forgive you. I don't know about Lynn so much. Anyhow. So tonight on Grit and Grace, we've got a pretty fun show planned for you tonight. Well, I think it's fun because it's something that we all struggle with at some point in our lives. Everybody at some point in their life struggles with this.
Totally. I do sometimes. You get caught up in shit and you sit there and you're like, waiting for that miracle, but you got to make that miracle happen, right? You can't just sit there and expect things to happen. And so you got to take the bull by the horns sometimes. So
yeah, grab life by the horns,
kahunas,
whatever you want to call them, but you got to grab them and you got to squeeze them tight, because it will get away from you, and it'll feel like chaos. It really will.
Yeah.
So tonight we're talking about the 9 steps to taking control of your life. Take it back. If you lost your grip on those balls, get that grip back. Get it back.
Oh my God. You're too funny.
That's what this is all about, is having fun, right?
Absolutely.
So number 1, we want to jump in right away. Just kind of hit it.
Let's do it.
All right. Let's take control of the show right now. And let's get into number 1. Dump your drunk and take responsibility.
Junk, not drunk. Have you been drinking?
I said junk.
You said drunk. You got balls on your mind.
What? No, I don't have balls on my mind. Jeez. Nice one, though. Touche. Okay, yeah.
Yes.
So dump your junk. I think the dump and the drunk. Yep. See, there it was.
Tongue problems.
Yep. Tongue problems. I need something to say. I mean, something to go with that. Here, hold on.
Oh my God, this is going to be interesting.
It's going to be a fun night. Okay, so. Oh, wow. What did we get ourselves into? So we're talking mind, body, and spirit here. Take a hard look at the things, relationships, habits, and obligations, environment, what needs to go. Gosh, I can't even read. Holy smokes.
Man. In
my defense, it does look like it was written on a piece of rice by.
Holy shit.
I know. So then take responsibility. And I'm going to take responsibility for this right now. Wow. Anyhow, so take the responsibility, forgive, make things right, and decide that life is up to you. In other words, own your shit.
Yeah, exactly. Not a lot of people do. It's always, it's somebody else. It's something else. It's never them. It's always around them. And yeah, granted, things happen. Definitely things happen to us that we don't expect. Things come along. People do shit to us that we don't expect. But then take control of that. Do something about it then. Respond. Decide where you're going to go from this point on. So take responsibility and, sit down and take a hard look at, what isn't working? What are the habits that you've developed that don't work for you that you need to change? What are there some people that just are always dragging you down and not telling it like it is, not being real with you? And, what are those things that you need to get out of? Is it work? Do you need a new job? All of these things. Be honest with yourselves and sit down and go, this shit's got to go. This isn't working for me. And I'm the one that's going to take control and do something about it instead of whining, which a lot do.
Or they just throw it off. Oh, well, that wasn't me. That was so-and-so.
Yeah.
This is one of the things that I learned in the military early on. Own your shit. Just take responsibility, especially when you're in a leadership role. If you're the top dog in your organization, or maybe you're just a mid-level dog in your organization, or hell, maybe you're a little level up bigger dog in your organization, whichever it happens to be, you still have to take responsibility for everything that happens underneath you. If someone's working for you and they make a mistake, you're ultimately responsible. And that's the way I've always looked at leadership, and that's the way I've always tried to do things. So, I mean, it's not saying that you're not going to go and chew that person's ass for screwing up and getting you in trouble, but at the same time, you're the one that should be taking that ass chewing from the up above, because ultimately you train that person to do what they did wrong. So it is your responsibility.
Yeah, exactly. But why I think people have a problem with this is because they equate responsibility to blame. Well, it's not my fault. No, it's not. But now you can choose which direction you're going to go in. And hey, I'm all for the 5-minute pity party, maybe even the half-day pity party. I mean, I've had them. You feel like crap. I crank the tunes, put on my headset, and, drown myself in music. And then you're done and go. I mean, you have to have those times to process the crud that comes your way, but then be done with it. Like, decide that you're going to do something about it, and you're going to get out of it, and you're going to decide where you go from here.
I think a lot of people have that problem, though. It's not just, sometimes it's a pretty constant thing. I am constantly reminded of this when I talk to my sister, for example. I have one sister that has a really hard time accepting the responsibility for her actions. It doesn't matter who or what the problem is. It's always some other reason why it happened. It's never, she has no responsibility whatsoever for the outcome of certain events. And that really bugs me. That's always been one of my biggest.
Well, it's always an excuse, right?
Yeah,
it's always an excuse.
Yeah. If when we talk about pet peeves, sometimes that's going to be my biggest pet peeve. It's when people don't own shit.
So TJ, that really happened to him today. Oh my God, that happened today. That's exactly what happened today. He had a hell of a day.
Well, thanks to TJ, I had a freaking amazing day. So thank you, buddy. And we're actually probably going to get into that a little bit later if we got a little bit of time at the end of the show.
Mm-hmm.
Or maybe if it comes up somewhere in these other 8 steps.
Or we don't talk too much. Because we're good at that.
I don't know. Usually when you start a show, and I'm going off on a tangent here just for a second. Usually when you start a show, you have your host, your primary host. They're the ones that like to talk a lot. And then you have your co-host, the one that supports the host. Well, we decided when we started this show, that wouldn't work. That there's no way in hell that would ever work. She is a host through and through, one of the best in the business. And she's taught me a lot, so I'm learning. And we just both like to talk. So,
but I let you take the lead, though.
You do. That's what a good leader does.
Take the lead on these.
And that's what a leader does. A leader steps back and lets their people take the lead and learn the ropes. So there you go.
What a love fest.
Man, I'm totally fanboy on you right now.
Number 2.
Number 2. Figure out what you want. Take the time to really think about the lifestyles you want. What do you want to achieve? How do you want to feel? Write it out. Yeah. What that said.
Yeah, write it out. Like, write it out. Like, don't be freaking lazy. If you want something, write it out. I know it's a tough exercise. It's a tough exercise for me. I know, like, I'll know in my head and I don't need to do that. But it really is valuable to sit down, get it out of your head and write it down. But because as you do it, you get more details, and be detailed, like super detailed. You wake up in the morning, like, what's your day like? What's your life like? Write it down, because from that is where you can pick up those little goals that will get you where you want to be. And if you've never done that, do it at least once. Like, do it. Just do it at least once. You will surprise yourself. Absolutely.
I remember back in 2000, it was in 1998. I wrote a letter, kind of just all my things that I needed to accomplish, the things that I wanted to do. I wrote it down and I put it in a sealed envelope.
Oh, I've done that.
And I gave it to my dad. And every time, and my dad opened it up and he read through it. Every time I accomplish one of those things, my dad calls me and reminds me that I accomplished one of those things. So at the time, this is now, remember, 1998, back then, a good job was like a $12 an hour job. And that was one of my goals. I wanted to have a $12 an hour job so I could support my family, because the town I lived in, 3-bedroom house, I think it was like $450 a month. So that would cover my bills. So I did that. And within, I don't know, a couple of months or so, I hit that $12 a month. Then I went through and there was 10 things that I needed to achieve. And over the years, I think I've been up to, well, I was up to 6 for the longest time. I made it through 6. One of them is I wanted to be married for 20 years. I'm 2 years away from that 20-year mark. And the reason why I said 20 years is because at that time in my life, that was a long freaking time.
Yeah.
So maybe I'll put number 11. Hey, let's go 40. Whatever it is, let's baby steps. We'll get there.
Yeah.
But one of the things actually happened today. It actually happened today. And that's when that's when I finally realized that I was going to be able to live out one of my all-time goals and dreams. And I'm not going to I don't want to give this away on this show, to be honest with you.
Okay.
I'm not going to do that. I think I'm going to keep that a little close to the vest for right now.
Because you don't want to cry on camera.
Right. That's pretty much what it is. You know what it is, because you're like, oh, you're like my bestie and all that kind of good stuff. So you know what it is.
I know. Yeah.
And but anyways, it happened today. So number 7 has been marked off my list, and my dad called me. He literally called me. He says, he goes, you got 7 off your list, 3 more to go. So
that's awesome.
Yeah. That's what we're talking about, though. That's that planning. That's that.
Write it out.
You need to write it out, even if it's a 10-step thing, or maybe it's a detailed description of what it is exactly that you want to do. It works. For 2018, I've done that. I've already done it. It's not a New Year's resolution. It's my plan of how I am going to attack 2018 and accomplish the things that I need to accomplish.
Yeah.
So,
it puts it into your subconscious. It puts it into your subconscious. That's where all the action happens.
And some people might say that's manifesting, but no. But really, no, she's exactly right. You got to believe in yourself. And when you write it down on paper, that makes that just makes it so. I mean, if you sign a contract, that's it. Putting your goals, putting your plan, creating a plan and working your plan and putting it down on paper, that makes it your contract with you.
That's right.
So
that was good.
I know, right?
You're getting your tongue back.
I'm starting. It's coming.
It's warming up.
It's warming up.
Yeah.
Yeah. What I could do with it when it's really warm. So number 3.
Which kind of ties into what we were just talking about, number 3.
So thoughts become you. Believe in yourself. Know that you are capable of achieving your dreams. Keep seeking what you will bring it. Keep seeking what will help you bring it out. Find someone that believes in you to support you. For me, what drives me is all the people that say, no, I'll believe it when I see it. It's not going to happen. You don't deserve it. Those people are what drive me.
Mm. Yeah, I think, for me, it's both. It depends on what it is and who the people are that are saying, why are you doing that? Or, trying to cast some doubt in it. But I think for some people that are just really rock bottom, that are really, really struggling with every area of their life, and it's not just the odd day you feel crappy, like they're really struggling, maybe feeling like they're not worthy of a dream, have been told forever that they will never amount to anything. Sometimes if you can find, and I've had quite a few guests when I had my own show that said, I had someone else have a dream, hold my dream for me until I could hold it for myself. So to have one person, that if you can have just one person believe in you, for those people that really struggle with that, for you and I, it's like whatever.
Even then, though, I mean, there are some times when you're just having a bad day.
Oh yeah.
Your goal looks like it's a million miles away. The 2 steps forward, 3 steps back principle, because it happens to all of us. We do
absolutely.
That. And sometimes it's because of ourselves. Sometimes it's because of other people kind of, distracting us and getting us off topic or off track. But, it happens to us. And those comments, sometimes those people that don't support you, if that's all you have in your corner, yeah, it's great to be driven because of the lack of support. Mm-hmm. But sometimes that support, that one person or 2 people, whatever it happens to be, if you have them in your corner and that's someone that you can say, hey, look, I'm just having a horrible day. I don't even know if I'm on the right track anymore. It's good to have those people because they can help re-guide you back onto that track if you have actually gone off track, or they can just reaffirm the fact that you are doing what you were meant to do because that's what you're passionate about.
Yeah. So you have to be mindful of your thoughts. Your thoughts absolutely become you because, notice when you have a bad thought about yourself and you're just dogging yourself. I mean, are you standing up tall and confident and proud? Is your chin up? No, you're usually going like this and you're going more into a ball. You're not standing. So notice your thoughts absolutely have an effect on how you are. Your thoughts become you.
And you and I talked about this a little bit the other day when I had mentioned that your emotions are connected to your thoughts. Your emotions are what's the word I'm looking for? They are the physical, or not necessarily the physical, but they are the outward appearance of what your thoughts are. So if your thoughts are negative, if you're depressed about something, or if maybe you're just having a bad day because you feel sick, those emotions are going to display what those thoughts are.
Yeah.
But we do get a chance to control our thoughts. We can make a conscious decision to change the way we are thinking. And when we change our thinking, that's when we can actually step out and start controlling those emotions. It doesn't take much to be able to look at a situation, no matter how bad it is, and look for the positive aspect of that situation. Hey, this is a problem. It gives me an opportunity to create a solution that maybe I hadn't thought about before.
Yeah.
That's a way to turn that into that negative into a positive. Hey, it's a challenge. It's a way to work this out. So maybe I come up with a different solution because obviously the last solution isn't working anymore.
Yeah. That's the other thing is people act like they're at the mercy of their emotions. Well, I feel this. And while I'm all for your emotions matter, your emotions are real, all of that, and I think you should feel them all and it's beneficial, you're also can control that. You can control it by your thoughts. You can be emotionally intelligent. That is an important factor in success in life is don't let your emotions just go at the whim of all kinds of things that are going to happen to you. But, just be mindful of your thoughts because for every negative thought, you need to have like 4 or 6. I can't remember what it is. Positive thoughts on top of that to cancel that out because we always default to the negative. So thoughts become you. Absolutely. Number 3, thoughts become you. Be mindful. Have better thoughts. Think about sex. It's way better. Okay, number 4.
There we go again.
It all leads back to that.
Yeah.
Number 4.
If it's all fucked up, have more sex. It'll be better. Number 4. Friend your fears. Don't fear sex. Friend your fears. No. Number 4. Shine a spotlight on them. Your inner critic wants attention. Give it to him. Give it to him.
Yeah.
Ask yourself why you're feeling the fear about something until you get to the source of it. Why do we feel that fear is the one thing that we can't get around? Seriously.
Mm,
I mean,
yeah. Yeah. But you know what? You made an important, you told me something very interesting before we came on air here that's perfect for this. Your inner critic absolutely wants attention. Give it attention. So it's like somebody who trolls you,
yeah.
right? Soon as you give them attention, they're gone. They work better in the shadows, right? They work better
Oh,
behind the scenes.
but it depends on how you give it attention. If someone's trolling you, if someone's out there and just bashing, it's like the stand-up comedian that gets the heckler, until the comedian looks at that heckler and turns it all over onto them, put the spotlight on them, that heckler is going to keep picking and picking and picking.
Yeah.
But as soon as that spotlight shines, oh man, he shuts up, he sinks down, and
That's
he's
right.
gone.
So,
Same thing with Trump.
yeah, same thing. It's the same thing. So, your inner critic, that mind monkey, that thing, that fear, it's lurking there. It's being that heckler. So shine the spotlight on it and go, okay,
Give it a voice.
yeah,
Give
give it a voice, give it a name.
give it a voice. So, for example, if you're feeling like something ain't right, you're coming. Say you're brainstorming an idea for, say, a business. Say you want to start a business, and there's a good possibility that you may fail in this business because maybe it's a boutique business that it's very niche, very specialized, and it's going to be high end. So just if as soon as you feel that negative voice coming into your head, give it a voice, speak it out, actually speak it out loud. Oh, you can't do that. That's just dumb. I do that all the time. I'll go into this weird redneck voice and it's like, hey man, you suck at this. You need to shut your damn mouth. But it's when I start doing that stuff and I give it a voice and I can hear it coming back into my own damn head. I'm like, dude, shut the hell up. You sound freaking retarded right now.
Yeah.
You gotta go to the corner.
Yeah.
Go to the corner.
Talk to the hand.
Yeah, I don't have time for negative Nellies.
And it works.
It does. It does.
Fucking works. Like, try it. If you've never tried it, if you're watching, if you've never tried it, we need to find these different things that work. Try that. It works. It absolutely does work. Shine the spotlight. Absolutely.
But be friends with your fears. We're not talking about the fears like fear of heights or fear of spiders.
Yeah, no.
You're not going to be friends with a freaking spider. I promise you that. Never going to happen.
No. Except I found a really cute spider. I'll have to send it to you.
You don't have to.
It is really cute.
You don't have to do that.
His name's Lucas, I think. He's so cute. I'm gonna send you the video.
You send me a spider, I will.
No, he's cute. He's so cute.
No. You send
and he talks.
I will send you unsolicited dick pics for the next 20 years. I will Google dick pics just to send to you if you send me a spider. That is absolutely no.
Okay, well, I'm definitely sending you a spider.
And there you go. Okay, so number 5.
5. Do it.
Oh, be true to you.
Like us.
Yeah. Know what you believe in and what you value and set accordingly.
Act.
We run into trouble when when our words, thoughts, and actions conflict with who we are at our core. Trust your gut and trust yourself. James Swanwick used to say this all the time in his show, the James Swanwick Show, is you need to align your thoughts and your actions, or thoughts with your actions. Meaning just exactly this: be true to you. If your words and your thoughts and don't align with your actions, people won't look at you as someone who they can trust.
But shit won't work out. If in your mind you're talking crap about yourself, right, and you're trying to do something, it's just it doesn't work. If you tell people I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, I'm good at this, I make six figures,
Yeah.
whatever it is, but you're thinking like negative thoughts about yourself, like who the hell do you think you are? It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. So you need to look at
But
what's out of
not
whack.
just not yourself though. It also includes other people. If you're talking shit behind somebody else's back, you're really reflecting on what your mind is saying about your own self.
Oh shit. Yeah. Oh yeah. That's right.
I mean, you really, like I said, your words and your actions need to align. I mean, your thoughts and actions need to align. If you're thinking bad things about somebody else, maybe you need to, take a little survey inside your own head and figure out, am I talking about them or am I really worried about what
Yeah.
I'm doing?
Yeah, exactly. And then it's also really what you believe in too, right? Like you have to know what you value and what's important to you and where you're going to draw the line and what your boundaries are and all of those things. You have to know who you are. And we have some great exercises for that. And yeah, you absolutely have to, know what do you value? What do you value? Is it family? Is it career? Is it appearance? Is it, whatever? And none of them are wrong. It's because it's what you value, and that's how you're going to live. So you have to know who you are and what do you believe in? What do you stand up for? What's a deal breaker for you? Lack of integrity and justice is just like grinds my gears.
Yeah.
And you have to know that and you act accordingly.
Integrity is the biggest one for me.
Oh, me too.
If someone is going to do something and say, for example, cheat on a stupid contest. For example, maybe you're, I don't know, slamming beers, choo-choo stew. And you decide you're going to cheat, just, and then you won't admit that you cheated because that to me shows lack of integrity.
Mm.
And, I'll just leave it at that.
Yeah.
Choose to.
Watching you.
Anyways, so yeah, integrity is a big one for me, though. I mean, all joking aside,
oh, me too. Oh my God.
It kind of fits and it flows exactly with what number 6 is. So integrity is a huge lead into number 6.
Yeah.
So do what you say you're going to do. Develop a reputation for quality, integrity, and follow through. Be someone people can depend on, can help you become more confident. Okay, so that last part, there was a period between on and can, so it sounded really kind of hinky there. But if you do what you say you're going to do, just be that guy or woman. Just follow through. The follow through is the big thing. Yeah, you can say you're going to do anything. Hey, I'm going to start a podcast next month.
Mm-hmm.
But you don't actually start it. You push it off, or maybe you push it off, and maybe you just don't do it. People are going to start seeing that, like, yeah, they say that all the time. No, they say that all the time.
Or the people that say, yeah, I'm coming. They always, RSVP, yes. And at the last minute, something happened. They can't make it.
Yeah.
You get to know that. And then that becomes your reputation. Do you want that to be your reputation? Oh, yeah. Well, they say yes all the time and then they cancel all the time. I mean, can you count on that?
And it takes a long time to repair that. Once you've established yourself as that person who says one thing and does another, it takes a long time to prove to people that that's not you anymore. That's not the person that you're trying to show up to be.
That's right.
In some instances, you'll never be able to repair that reputation.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, do what you say you're going to do. Yeah, things come up and things happen, but if pretty much you say you're going to do something, then do it. Then do it. And if you can't, make it right. Like, make it right. I'm sorry, like I fell down here. It didn't work. I forgot. I, napped and I didn't show up to help you move and, all that stuff. Then, what can you do to make it right? I just burned you and you didn't even clue into that.
No, because I was trying to get to my mute button so I could choke. Okay, so last week, or no, last show, I'm sitting here doing the show. We're having a good time. All of a sudden, my chair breaks from, just gone. It broke. Seriously.
Oh God, that was funny.
Right here. I've got other pieces outside in the trash already. But anyways,
that would have been funny if you fell right on your ass and disappeared out of view.
Right? Well, I caught myself. But now this time, tonight, I am trying to get to my mute button because I have a tickle in my throat. I've been drinking water instead of beer, which maybe that's where the tickle is coming from.
It's confused.
It is confused. So I'm trying to hit my mute button, and unfortunately, you're burning me, and I'm trying to hit that, and I missed it. Holy crap. I'm going to have to listen to this back again.
Yeah. Oh, God, that's funny. That's funny. You know why we snuck into your day, TJ? Because this is universal. This is absolutely universal. I mean, it really is. This is really about telling people that, you know what, you're a big boy or girl now. Like, this is what we wanted when we were kids. We wanted to grow up and be an adult and be in control and make our own decisions. And somehow along the way, we grew up and we thought, that we're at the mercy of other people, and we so are not. And I know it feels that way sometimes, but so many people, that's the way they behave because they feel like they don't have control and they don't take responsibility and they crap all over other people and they blame everything else. You see it all the time.
So, before we go too much further, if you're just joining us, thank you very much for joining us here today at Grit and Grace. Seriously.
Wait, Kiki, Spider posted? What's that? What do you mean?
You guys
posted where?
Yeah, no, that's just wrong. You guys, that's wrong.
Do you know what I'm talking about, Lucas the Spider, Kiki? Did you post it on his timeline? It is the cutest freaking spider, CJ.
You guys are fucked in the head. I just want to tell you that right now. You heard it here on Grit and Grace. Kiki Spider posted fucked in the head. And shame on you for agreeing or, hey, Chris Oliver is in the house. What's going on, my man? If you just joining us, we're talking about the 9 steps, taking back your life here. And I just want to say thank you very much to all of you who are joining us, because this is one of those things that we all deal with on a regular basis in some way, shape, or form, whether it's ourselves or it's other people. Now, you're not going to have, oh, TJ, screw you. It's not. Yeah. Anyway, so, God damn it. Should have kept my mouth shut. Anyway, so, what the hell does fear have to do with anything? So, like I was saying, these things, you might know other people that have issues with this. And if you can spot these things out, if you can understand what it is that they're doing, maybe you can be that perfect solution to help them out and help them figure out a solution so they can move on. So we're right now, we're at number 7. We've gone through number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And I'm just going to kind of run through those real quick. Is dump your drunk. Got it. Again. Holy smokes. Hey, we just rewound the show. We're starting over here. Dump your junk and take responsibility. Figure out what you want. Thoughts become you. Number 4 is friend your fears, except spiders. Number 5, be true to who you are. Number 6, do what you say you're going to do. All right. And that leads us into number 7.
Yep.
So, number 7, manage your life. What are your priorities within each area of your life? And they will change. What the? See, who writes this shit?
They will change. How difficult is that? Your priorities will change over time as your life changes. And it's not that difficult. What's the matter with you?
But the sentence doesn't sound right. It's not constructed correctly. What are your priorities within each area of your life? And they will change.
Yeah.
Okay. So some areas will require more attention sometimes. Go with it. The notion of life balance is bullshit. Forget balance and think flow. Just flow. Get loose. The Wheel of Life exercise is a great way to get a snapshot of the different areas of your life. Get closer. Get closer. Get real close, people. We're about to get deep here. Get clear on what you want and clean it up.
Oh, what?
Nothing. I manage your life. I'm having a hard enough time managing my words. Managing my life seems a whole lot more complicated right now.
Well, it's good. It's easier when you get a snapshot. I know you're having real problems tonight, but you're doing great. The Wheel of Life, for those of you that are watching and you're not familiar with it, for a lot of people like coaches like CJ and I, this is like the very first thing really you learn when you do coach training. But it's a great way to get a snapshot of your life. And I'm going to post it on our website under the show resources tab, because sometimes you're not really sure. It's so much better when you can actually like look at something. And I'm going to post this exercise, and it covers the different areas of your life: finances, your career, your relationships, your significant other, your health, all those different areas, and do the exercise. It's easy, and you can look at it and go, whoa, I need to pay a little bit more attention to this area of my life. We think we've got it when it's rolling around in our head, but when we look at it, it's like, it's hard to see the frame when we're in the picture, right? So it's easier to see things when you back up and you get a clearer picture. So I'm going to post that on our website later tonight. You can go to our website and go to the show resources tab, and we'll post that up, and you could just look for the show title and you can download it and do it yourself.
Yeah, I thanks, Chris. I appreciate it. Hey, Carlos Phoenix has joined us. Thank you very much for joining us tonight, Carlos. I looked at this when I read this earlier, and I was looking at it like manage your life, like manage your own, stay in your lane, kind of do you type of thing, like earlier. And that, I guess that's the way I was reading it. But then as I was reading it again and fumbling through it, it took on a whole new meaning. Yeah, definitely get over to those show resources tabs and when
took on a whole new meaning.
yeah, it kind of did. Apparently you have to read all the words in a sentence. Are you okay?
You think I got Kleenex?
Yes.
Because our show is sponsored by Kleenex.
Well, it's better than being sponsored by Tampax. I'll tell you that much right now, because that'd be weird. That'd be weird, me talking.
Oh, my God.
Going on.
Continue.
Yes. Learn how to effectively communicate. Oh, holy shit. Here we go. It'll make all the difference between getting what you want or not. Healthy relationships or disaster. Great stress reducer. Absolutely. I would have so much less stress right now. The words would come out of my mouth the way they were coming out of my brain.
Yeah, but look at how much fun you're having talking.
I know, right? And look how much fun you're having laughing at my inability to talk. Man, it's like you're laughing at the special kid over here.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun though to learn how to effectively communicate. It will change. Literally, it'll change the way people interact with you.
Oh God, we talk about that all the time on our show. Almost every show, it's about the key is communication. We should just record that shit and play it. Just sit back, because that is what it's all about, is to communicate. Doesn't matter what area of your life, you have to communicate. So yeah, learn how to, for your job, you want that raise, you want to make more money, then, learn to communicate effectively. Absolutely.
I just have to, this is like the coolest freaking thing I have ever seen ever in the chat. Ever.
What?
Okay, so Mr. Chris Oliver, he kind of made, comment, he's kind of cute in a way. Thank you, by the way. And then up above that, it says, "Oh, sorry, hashtag no homo." Okay, I get it. I understand. It's a military thing. But he has a profile picture of a unicorn.
Really?
No, I'm just
I see that. It's like he's probably a brony.
I love it though. I love it. Dude, any guy that's got the balls to wear pink or have a profile picture who is a unicorn, mad respect, brother. Anyways, moving on.
He's a brony fan. They're bronies.
I have no idea what the hell a brony is.
Okay, we don't need to talk anymore about communication. I mean, I think that's pretty clear. You need to, communicate effectively, communicate in a way that isn't blaming, that isn't accusing, that is, open communication, that is respectful, all of those things. And if don't get tongue-tied all the time, that's about the only thing.
It's wearing off.
But if it suits you and it's adorable, then go with it.
I'm contagious. Now you're struggling with words.
Yes.
Actually, this brought up something that happened to me earlier today. I was contacted by an organization who is starting a new project, and they're looking for donors and, investors and all this kind of stuff. Right. And at the beginning of the conversation, not at the beginning of at one point in the conversation, they said, "We have this project. We are looking for help." Well, before they went any further, I said, "I have no problem helping out in the media arena, helping out with promotions, things like that." I said, "But I do not donate money to causes that I don't fully understand. However, send me an email, blah, blah, blah." And he messages back. He's like, "Oh, I was not looking for money." And I say, "Well, it's important for me to get this out in front. I want to be clear in my communication with you. This is what I expect, and this is what I will do." Mm-hmm. And I think a lot of people, when they're looking at that communication thing, they won't say things that they want to say or they need to say because they're afraid of possibly maybe hurting someone's feelings, or maybe being rejected because of what they said.
Yeah.
And that is such a huge thing to be able to develop, is the courage to be able to effectively communicate your intentions. Because when you can communicate your intentions, you'd be surprised at how many people they'll respect you for what you have to say. They may not like everything you have to say, but they will at least respect you enough to accept what you have to say, mm-hmm. and then move on from there.
Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah. Totally agree.
Okay. I'm done with that one now.
Okay.
All right. The last one, number 9, invest in yourself. It's the only thing that gives you 100% ROI. Find a coach or a mentor, learn something new, take time to tune in to you. Oh God, this is my favorite one. This is my favorite one of all of them, just because it's like it.
Because it's your number one need.
It is. It is. I love to be able to contribute to people and to help them grow just as much as I love to grow myself. Mm-hmm. I spend money on the things that matter to me, things that I need. For example, when we spent money on upgrading to the Zoom platform where we could live stream from Zoom, that was investing in us. That was being able to take something, recognize that there's value in the higher charge, and investing that into making this show better. Mm-hmm. And it's not just with like this. I mean, it's taking online courses or finding a coach like Lynn or all the other coaches out there. I don't call myself a coach anymore because I stopped doing that a couple of years ago, mainly because that word turned into a dirty word there in my community for a while. So it was like the Salem witch trials here in my community after a coach did something to somebody that, let's just say, they're in prison for 4 years. So the word coach is no longer a good word here. Anyhow, that's another story, another time. Oh my God, you camel spiders, you son of a. But anyways, yeah, invest in yourself and take it serious. I mean, look around you. Who can you benefit from? Maybe the investment is only a time investment. Maybe there's somebody who's willing to give their time to you to be able to learn what it is they are. Maybe a mentorship program. Check into those things.
Yeah, investing in yourself, that is, like you said, the only thing that is a guaranteed 100% return on investment. When you grow, this is growth is one of the 6 human needs that we covered in our series a while back. Growth is, growth and contribution are the two that are really linked to the spiritual aspect of ourselves. And you find that people who had just hit rock bottom, that have no purpose, that go nowhere, that it could be extremely depressed, is they don't have their need for growth and contribution met. So personal growth, growing, invest in yourself, whatever that is, whether it's your, it's your appearance. Maybe it's learning something new. It's understanding yourself better, learning about yourself, going on a retreat, maybe whatever that is that can help you, invest in yourself. It's essential that you take the time, and you will notice the difference when you do too.
Yeah, exactly. And you know what? You're right, Chris, you're right. It is a crayon eater. I'm sorry. Apologize. I'll try to do better next time. So he mentioned something about who writes your stuff. It's not about who writes it. It's about who reads it.
Yeah. So there.
Yeah.
So let's run through these again. The 9 steps to taking control of your life. 1, dump your junk and take responsibility. 2, figure out what you want. Figure it out. Take the time. 3, thoughts become you. What kind of thoughts are you having? Are you dogging yourself, or are you building yourself up? 4, friend your fears. Turn the spotlight on the heckler. Friend your fears. It wants attention. 5, be true to you. 6, do what you say you're going to do. 7, manage your life in the different areas of your life. 8, learn how to effectively communicate. And 9, invest in yourself. Invest in you. You're worth it.
Yeah. If nobody else is worth it other than you, I mean, you have to live and love yourself for all of your life.
Yeah, you're stuck with yourself.
So may as well take that hard-earned dollar and put it into yourself.
That's right.
Sounded like wrong.
Put it into yourself.
Just put it in you. Anyways, and I want to mention something here real quick. Chris has got a huge, I love what he just said. He said, I have someone I consider a mentor that stands behind me. No matter the issue at hand, she happens to be my best friend. And honestly, she helps me more than the VA ever did. She has helped me come to terms with my own demons. And yes, they still exist, but definitely not taking over my life any longer. Nice. Amen, brother. I know exactly where you're coming from. I've got one of those right here next to me. And honestly, this show, what we created with Grit and Grace TV, has done more for me over the course of the last 7 or 8 months now?
Just probably almost 8 now.
Yeah, just almost about 8 months. It has done more for me than, I would say, every treatment or every psychiatric meeting I've ever had at the VA. So yeah, you gotta have somebody. And if investing in yourself means finding that person, that mentor, that one person that will sit there and give you their time just to be able to sit and listen and maybe just have a conversation with, man, that is huge.
Yeah, it is. And you're that for me too. Like, totally. Who else am I going to send my really dirty joke pictures to?
I know, right?
I mean, Like,
Like the one I sent you earlier today, where he's looking down her pants, and she's like, "I'm going to control your life with this." And he said, "That don't look like a Harley." Um,
yeah, you have to have somebody that you could just like be yourself with, like that you could just be you, and you know that they're gonna laugh with you, they're gonna like accept you as you are, and there's no judgment, and they just love you the way you are. You got to find that person. Yeah, whether it is a mentor, a friend, whatever. It's essential. It is essential. That's awesome. I love it when people say they have somebody that you know that supports them and boosts them up. God, we all need that. We all have those times where life sucks hard, but
yeah, for sure.
get back up.
And yeah, the cocktails are definitely a failure. Yeah, no, drinking is not an option. I'll drink a beer. I'll have beers from time to time, but I stay away from anything other than beer because
No Fireball?
well, that's not beer. That's like
You said anything else. You'll have a beer, but you stay away from anything
no,
else.
Fireball is like cinnamon stick in a bottle. That's not even alcohol. I don't think it's like I don't
What the
know.
hell is that little bottle you're waving around?
It was a Fireball bottle.
Oh, or Sambuca.
No, yeah, no, not gonna do Sambuca. I don't like black licorice.
Oh, I love black licorice, Sambuca shots.
Yeah, no,
Yeah, no.
that's bad for you. Bad for you. However,
I'm
if
not
you,
a drinker really anyway.
you put Sambuca in a shot, like a half a shot of Sambuca and a half a shot of was it apple pucker? It's like candied apple, not the butterscotch, not the carameled apple. With the butterscotch schnapps in the apple, that turns into a caramel apple. But the Sambuca, it's a candied apple. Awesome. Whiskey, tequila. No, tequila, I'm a little bit okay with, but yeah, whiskey. Oh no. So
Toasted caramel whiskey. Oh, so smooth.
oh no, I had that the other night. That is one of the that's the other reason why I'm drinking water still. I have not had a beer since last week, believe it or not. And that's because of this smoked caramel whiskey that we had. Oh my God, that was so freaking amazing.
Oh.
But I turned into a PRIC dick. So
Really?
oh yeah. I don't do well. I don't do well in that stuff. It still messes with my head.
Oh, wow. Huh.
Yeah, that's my Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde. That's definitely my Mr. Hyde.
Wow, that would be so weird to see you like that.
Yeah, no, we won't do that no more. So that, yeah, I know better. It's usually a good 3-4 years between those incidents, but at the same time, yeah, exactly. Can't drink hard liquor anymore. 3-4 years goes by and you kind of get that, oh, maybe I can do it now. So you go out and you do it. And then and it gets like, it doesn't take much either. You know, 3 drinks is all it took. And I turned into a freaking Mr. Hyde.
That's bad.
Yeah.
Yeah. As you get older, it's like, oh God, it's just harder to get over that stuff. Blech. Anyway.
Yeah. That's another story for another show.
That's
but tonight, the 9 steps. I mean, yeah, sometimes we need to own our life. We need to take control of everything. Instead of taking those 3 steps back, we need to stop ourselves mid-step back and say, you know what? Screw this. I'm taking 4 more steps forward. And got to take control of your life.
And a reminder doesn't hurt either. You know, a lot of times I'll read something again. It's like, yeah, that was a really good reminder. Because you get so caught up in living life, you forget these things sometimes because just your days just become so automatic with what you have to do. So it's good to, I was going to cough, but I saved myself. It's good to have these reminders and go, whoa, I've been slipping in that a little bit. I'm like dragging my ass a little bit. I need to pay more attention to it. So that's what's so great about doing the show. It's reminders to us. We check back in, right?
Yeah, definitely. And it's always like, we've been kind of nailing this one all night long, but having that person that you can go to, this, that, and the other. And that is the reason why I say all the time, you don't have to be perfect to be a perfect solution.
Yeah.
It's so true. You don't have to be Tony Robbins awesome to be the perfect solution for somebody. You just have to be that somebody's
perfect solution.
Perfect solution. Exactly.
There you go.
But anyways,
there you go.
We are coming up right to the very end. We need to start telling people where the fuck they can find us.
We are. So you're going to want to make sure, like I said, I'm going to put that exercise, the Wheel of Life, on our website later tonight or tomorrow, but always check back because we're always adding new resources depending on the show topic. And if we have something that we want to throw onto the website that you can download, so easy. And but go to our website and check everything out, gritandgracetv.com. You can subscribe to our YouTube channel there because all our videos go there so that if you happen to miss one of these, then you can catch it there. You can find out all the ways that we're available in audio, whether it's iTunes, Stitcher, Google Play, TuneIn, and we're also on every Monday night at 9 p.m. Pacific on milehighradio.com. But go and check out all the other great stuff, music, shows, everything. Go and check it out. But we are there as well. Come and learn about us. Find out more.
And Chris says he has a question for you, but I haven't seen him pop the question in there yet.
Where does he say that?
It says it right there. Okay, so don't shoot me for asking. Have you ever been told you could pass as Sigourney Weaver's twin?
Who, me?
Yeah, you.
No.
Hey, back off, Chris. She's my co-host.
There was someone else that I used to get, but no, not her. That's a first. I've never been told Sigourney Weaver.
I can see it. See, maybe, shave the head, like she did in Alien. Was it Alien 4 or something like that? Maybe we could.
That was quite the movie. Yeah. No, I've never gotten that.
Hey, thank you very much, guys, for joining us. It's always a pleasure to come to you each and every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday night live. And of course, you can always catch us on Mile High Radio each Monday night. Just go to milehighradio.com. Check out that show selection. Wow, it is absolutely amazing. And you can even catch my other show, Raw and Real, over there if you really dig deep into the depths of hell that is
Mondays.
But go on over there, check that out. We love being able to get feedback from each and every one of you. So please do us a favor, do us a solid, go on over to that Facebook group, facebook.com/Grit and Grace TV. Give us that review.
Yes.
1 star, whatever you feel that we deserve, give it to me. I can take it. I can take it all. That was way out of context.
I was
way out of context.
Yeah. As soon as you said it, I was like,
Hey, Joe, give me 5 stars back there. No.
I know. Let's do this. Wrap it up.
All right. But anyways, thank you very much. And like I said earlier, folks, you do not have to be perfect to be someone's perfect solution.
That's right. Good night. Thank you.
I should have been ready for this, but I wasn't. So folks, you're going to see a little bit longer because I got to get over here and actually click the end button. Oops. I was just having so much damn fun. I forgot.
I know.